Hey my loves, welcome back to the channel and happy new year to you all. I can't believe this is my first video for the year, but no biggie. Anyways, it's back to school season and you all know how we do it. I normally post hairstyles leading to the back to school, so mamas can try out on their little ones, but lately I haven't been up to speed. Anyways, let's see this hairstyle, so maybe you can recreate it on your little one or something. So I did this part of camera so I can get a hang of the hairstyle. Wanted to figure everything out perfectly before I can show you all, and now let's do this other side. I started by spraying hydration onto the hair. This is like a liquid water consistency. Spread it onto the hair so it can soften it, so it can be easy for me to comb out. And I think I also went in with a leave-in conditioner. You guys know how we do it here. After which I parted a slant line. I'm gonna part this line all the way to the back, like from the start to the back to the down, and then I went in again to make sure that the lines are clean. I mean, we don't want a bumpy line or anything like that, though it wouldn't matter. Thinking about it now or looking at it now, it wouldn't matter honestly, because at the end of the day we're gonna braid both sides together and then I'll braid on top of it. Like that whole line will be covered, so it wouldn't actually matter. So I set one side aside, like I put it into a bun and set it aside, and then started working with the other side. But first I parted out on both sides, if that makes sense. Like I parted a little hair, for this first one that I'm currently working on, like I parted a little hair out from the side that I'm supposed to work on, and then a little out from the side that I put into a bun, out from the side that I set aside, if that makes sense. Like I don't know how to explain this. What that means is this first one comes from both sides, like it's in the middle. It's not on the side, it's in the middle. Yeah, that's the right word. So I braided that, and yeah, so now I can start working on this side, on the side that I am supposed to work on. Does that make any sense? So I'm gonna continue like that. This is a tiny braid. Honestly speaking, tiny braids are easy. It's not like jumbo braids or big braids that would put a strain on the hair, cause tension and all that. Tiny braids are quite easy. The only downside to tiny braid is that it is time consuming, but other than that, it's easy. It is easy. So I continued the cornrow. Wherever required curve, I made sure I added curve, like this place. Like it's not straight, the braiding is not straight, just make sure of that. It's kind of a little bit curved, just try. I know it's not compulsory, or it's not easy to like recreate something the exact way it was made. I mean, it's different and it's not the same person. Even the same person, when the same person is trying to recreate a hairstyle, there is like there is every tendency that it wouldn't turn out exactly from the picture or from the one the person is trying to recreate from. Like even though she's the one that created the first one that she's trying to recreate from. I don't know if you guys are understanding me. It doesn't work like that. So I know I'm trying to tell you, okay, do the curve here. In fact, there are every possibilities that it wouldn't turn out the way I did mine, no matter how the person tried to recreate this, because at the end of the day we are different individuals, and the thing about recreating is that it's supposed to look similar, not exactly the same, because it was not created by the same person. Even the hairstyle that I copied this one from, at the end of the day, after I was done with my daughter's one, it didn't look exactly the same. There were still difference here and there, if that makes any sense, though it was really close. I think the most place where the difference appeared was on the extension that I used to cover up the braid, which you guys will later see. Anyways, you guys are saying this, let me just keep calm and you guys should watch how I am doing everything that I'm doing. So now that we have gotten to this point, let's move on to the next phase. See guys, after I got to this point and I saw Adobe's hair, you know, the whole kinkiness and all, I was like, oh, where do I start from? Because I was supposed to braid out the top of the hair, which was why I did not braid it out completely. Oh, I didn't even mention that earlier. Like, while you're doing this, please don't braid out completely. Like, don't braid out completely. As soon as you just finish cornrowing, just braid for like 2-3 steps and then stop. So now that we have this, I was like, oh my god, how am I gonna braid this whole thing together? Like, kind of, it's gonna be like a feeding braid with extension. So I was skeptical, I was scared with this whole full hair, kinky hair. So I decided to, you know, use a blow dryer to blow it out, which was really difficult for me. Adobe was already feeling the hotness, the heat and all, and then I decided to go in with my hot comb. I mean, this actually helped because it kind of straightened out the hair a little bit, okay, a little bit a little bit, and then I started to braid. Now get your extension by the side. Like, your extension should be already prepped because you don't want any interruption along the way. And I decided to go in with this purple extension that I have laying around the house. I used it one time to make Adobe's hair, so the leftover was what I used on this day. And you know how feeding braids work. You just keep on braiding and adding the extension. If you don't know how to feed in, this is not a beginner friendly video that will teach you how to feed in. Trust me, this is not it. This is for those that already knows how to feed in. Okay, and yeah, I just continued feeding in, adding the extension. It was at this point that the hair started getting bulky. Okay, the hair started getting bulky. You know, the extension was increasing and also the hair was also increasing, so it was getting bulky. I tried. You have to really try, especially if you're dealing with a fussy hair, a fussy kinky hair, full hair. You really have to try so the hair doesn't stick out. Or the best thing to do is to blow out the hair. If you know how to blow out hair better, see, don't even think blowing out hair, what's that, just like, no. When you want to blow out hair for the purpose of straightening it out, for the purpose of, you know, wanting it to be sleek, is different. There are different techniques. It's different from trying to blow out hair to dry the hair, like trying to blow hair that is wet so the hair is dry. Those are two different scenarios. Everybody can blow out hair so it's dry, but you see the blowing out hair part, so it's straight, so it's easy, it's manageable. That one is a ball game on its own. So if you know how to blow out hair better, for me, I don't really know much about that, so yeah, I had difficulty with that. Anyways, after I was done with everything, I curled the ends. Of course, I used this coiler, which actually did a really good job. Normally, I always prefer the manual coiling method, but I decided to do this one and I love the outcome. Look at the coils. Look at this coils. It came out so beautiful, and the hairstyle. Look at my baby girl. See how beautiful, see how gorgeous this hairstyle turned out. Do let me know in the comment section, have you tried out this hairstyle or will you be trying it out?